Hopefully this works. Worth a damn. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while and been busy. You know, in life sometimes life gets in the way of projects and stuff like that. So for people that don't know, I don't know if I did an update or not, but Project Belmont is down. The transmission blew up. Like, sounded like a grenade got tossed in it, blew up. So I've been working on a ton of stuff just around the house, trying to get my house back together and my life together and stuff like that. Even though I don't show it a lot, I suffer from depression, and it can make things hard when it comes to doing projects and working on stuff. But I don't want to go into that too much with this video, but just so people know, people don't think I've just given up on it. There is Project Belmont. As you can see, it has multiple flat tires at this point. The transmission exploded. I limped it home. Fourth gear was all that was left. But no, I have not given up, but we are taking a break on it because this one now needs 4 new tires. The transmission has to be sourced. Obviously, when I'm doing a transmission, that's when I'll lower it and do a whole bunch of the other stuff. There's another truck floating there in the background, and that truck I have had for quite a while. I kind of feel an attachment to this truck. I got this truck because people gave up on it. Over there is the new wheels for Belmont. But this is Project Pestilence. And Project Pestilence is a 1995 Dodge Ram 1500 with the big motor, the 5.9 liter 360. And so the story of story of Pestilence. God, where do I start? So I was in the Air Force, and a guy that I knew was getting orders to go to England, and he had this 95 Ram, and he had a 68 Galaxy Fastback 390 car. And basically he came to me and he said, hey, no one's going to buy my project car. I have pulled it completely apart. I have one bolt holding the body on the frame, and I need someone to take it. And I just told him, I said, dude, I'm not interested in the Galaxy. I go, but if you're not taking that old Ram, I'd like to have that Ram. Do you want to sell that? And he goes, man, that Ram's a piece of junk. I paid, you know, $1,000 for it. I have to charge a battery every night to get it to work every day. I go, I don't care. I'll work on it. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, if you will take the project car and promise me you won't take it to the junkyard, I'll give you the Ram. So I called, at the time, my wife, talked to her, and to show you how she was at the time, I was talking to her. She's like, man, I don't really want another one. I said, well, it's got a big block in it. And she goes, why didn't you lead with the big block? Yeah, bring it home. So the deal was, I took the project car, and guys, the project car was hammered. It was a solid car. Like, if I was where I was at now, I would kind of like to have it, but he didn't mark anything. The pistons and rods, the end caps on the rods weren't marked. None of that shit was marked. It was just thrown off in a corner. So we used this truck to tow it home on the back of a trailer I rented from Outdoor Rec. And I started working on it. And man, I had one of my funnest nights ever at the drag strip with it. We got it to run in the 16s. It ran like a 16.8. I got the time slip. I'll show it. I got pictures of it when I first drug it home, and it was multicolored. But why is it sitting here like this? Well, if you look over here in the corner, ever since I got the truck, even when it ran that 16 at the drag strip, which I know is slow, but I had a good time doing it, the trans was just shot. It's been slipping forever. Well, it finally just gave up completely. So this is a new rebuilt transmission to go in the truck. So we're going to pivot. We're going to go from Project Belmont to Pestilence. And the reason why it's called Pestilence is when I first got it, it leaked fluids from every orifice so bad that it would kill the grass on a 4-foot radius around it. So we started calling it Plague, and it kind of got changed to Pestilence. So this will be my project truck for a little bit. So what are we doing to it? Well, I got a Beltec suspension kit for it to lower it, make it run a little better. It's already got a 2 3/4 inch or 2 inch cow hood, 1 3/4, something like that. I think it's about a 2 inch cow hood on it. Obviously I need to resand down the hood, respray it. I need to sand down really the whole truck and respray it. So I got the truck running good, and I gave it to somebody that needed a vehicle. They painted it with some cheap spray on bed liner like you'd buy from Walmart. As you can see how thin it is. So we're gonna sand it even, and we're gonna go back over it in chalkboard, because we like drawing on it. It's fun to draw on, and that's what I do. We draw on it, but it'll be lowered, 6 in the back, 4 in the front. I got the stuff to notch the frame. I got long tube headers for it. I got a full exhaust system. I already have the Mopar Performance ECU. I've already done a rough port job on the intake. The 16.8 was a bone stock run. Guys, as far as I'm concerned, these are muscle trucks. The 95 Ford Lightning made 10 more horsepower than this, and I want to say a little less torque. It came with 411 gears. This truck came with like 320 something gears. So the Lightning ran, I want to say 5 or 6 miles an hour faster down a 1/4 mile stock, which equated to half a second, a full second, which is a lot through a 1/4 mile. I'm not saying it's not, but the axle blew up in this one a while back, and I sourced an axle off of Facebook Marketplace and stuff underneath there, and that axle has 456 rear gears. So this truck now has 456 rear gears, the Mopar Performance ECU. It'll have the long tube headers on it. I got MSD ignition for it. I got a nitrous kit for it. This truck should be a fun truck when we get done, and even off bottle it should be faster than a stock 95 Lightning, or probably even one that's slightly modified, honestly. The Lightning is a 351. This is a 5.9 liter, so a 360. And then, you know, I mean, even the 454 and 93 SS made 230 horsepower. This makes 235. I mean, the Mustang GT and 95 made 215 horsepower. 220 horsepower. The 95 Camaro SS was a LT1 car, I believe. I don't think they had the LS motor in it yet, so that was a 280-ish horsepower car. So, you know, with these 95 Rams, you can get into a truck that I personally think is the best looking truck out of the 90s models. Not this one, but a clean example, which you don't see anymore. You can get one of those, and you can get a truck that made good power for its time. And, you know, I don't understand why I don't see more people working on them, personally, but it'd be cool. I'll be the oddball. I got new headlights for it. That's why the old ones are out. Obviously, it needs cleaned up. It's sat a while. This is not like smashed down. It's loose. So, we'll get it all bolted back together. Sanded down, resprayed, repainted, and just go out and have a good time in it. And the other thing about this truck, and one of the reasons why I hung on to it, is it's got a full back seat so I can carry people with me. I've had a lot of fun in this truck. And just like all other vehicles, once they sit for a little while, it turns into a storage thing. So as you can see, I got a lot of cleaning to do. But I haven't done a video in a while. I wanted to do a video for a minute. The old vet's gone, so I'm working on getting my life back together, and we're working on starting to get projects done around the house. So, you know, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Belmont will be back. I'm not giving up on it. I got all the parts for it already ordered. We just got to source the transmission, and I'm debating, do I want a new transmission, or do I want to just go to the junkyard and pull one? You know, going to the junkyard and pulling one, with it being a manual, more than likely I'll find a decent manual transmission in the junkyard. But if I buy a new one, it's already been rebuilt. I don't ever have to worry about it for a good little while. So, you know, it's a give and take. Just what it is. So, but with the Dodge, the goal is we're just going to throw everything on it that I got sitting in a closet. Buy the fluids I need, which is trans fluid, or oil change, stuff like that. Get it all put back together, get it dropped down, lowered, and just drive it. And you know, just enough stuff to get it back on the road. So, and maybe a dash if I'm lucky. The dash in these 95 Rams are a major issue with them. I mean, hell, we'll open it up so you can see the interior. I mean, there ain't nothing on this truck perfect. It was a free truck, guys, and it lasted me years. More stuff's just stored in it in here. But nothing's leaking. Those are the headlights in the box there. I got some skim boards in here. Nothing's leaking, nothing's falling apart. But as you can see, the dash, I mean, some of it's falling apart. The dash and stuff like that's going apart. These will hopefully be old enough here soon that I can replace all of this. I think that's actually the Mopar Performance ECU right there. I think I put the other one back out of it. Modular Chrysler. No, this might be the stock one. The Mopar Performance ECU is probably under the hood. So, under the hood. There's nothing special on these trucks. It'll just look like a mostly factory truck. As you can see, I'm actually surprised I'm not being attacked. Hey, cool, I did disconnect the battery. There it is, 5.9 liter. If we come back over here, I think this one is the Mopar. Yeah, that one's the Mopar Performance ECU, is already in the truck. I got to figure out what I did with the inner fender wells, but we're going to start spraying things down. One of the things I want to do, that is so loose. Nothing's living in it. So it stopped running, the crank position sensor went out, and I was trying to fix it and never could figure it out. That was kind of what spurred on buying everything. But one of the things I want to do is seal this cow hood. I'll probably put some foam all around this and build me something that sits here that it seals to, so that the hood actually is 100% functional and is breathing. These came with a tube that ran from here straight into this fender well. So it basically came with a factory cold air intake. The thing just kind of rattled loose and broke, or I threw it away or something or whatever. But since I do have the cow hood, which, I mean, there, now you can see it a little better. Obviously, I got some cleaning up to do. I'm going to seal it so that the cow hood's functional. So, yeah, man. That's it. That's the 95 Ram. That's the next project. If you guys like it, let me know. If you guys think I'm stupid, you know, hey, I'm not going to deny it. I'm weird. But we're going to go along it. When we get done with it, the truck should be lowered, so it'll handle better. It should have, you know, more power than it's ever had since I've owned it. I'm going to add some other stuff to it, but the idea is to end up with, you know, think of building a 90s Pro Touring vehicle. So that's my plan, is to build a 90s Pro Touring truck out of it and have something that is still relatively drivable, streetable, obviously, and be just a good time to run. I think one of the few things I got left to do other than clean up stuff for buying for it is the differential in the back is still open, and I hate open differentials. So I got to find a limited slip for it, but I need to figure out what is the actual rear axle that came out from under, because like I said, I bought it, I know it come off a Ram, I just don't know what generation Ram. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and I just wanted to update. So, bye.